Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video here today on RJ's Trains. In today's video, we're going to be taking a quick look at the Lionel 2024 Volume 1 catalog, as well as discussing what lies ahead for the channel here in 2024. So without any further ado, let's dive into today's video. Make sure to use code RJTrains at trains.com for $10 off any order $50 or more. Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is a dark and dreary day here in Washington, D.C., so the lighting in my usual setup is not great for a video, so that's why I'm sitting here at my kitchen table. Anyways, so I wanted to do something a little different for my catalog review, because frankly, there's probably about 50 different catalog reviews up on YouTube right now, and 95% of them are just people flipping page by page, saying, you know, oh, and that is a Penn Central U-boat. That's cool. Next page. Oh, that's a Hiawatha. Cool. Next page. And it's just them flipping through the catalog and reading what's in the catalog. And all of us are humans, and we can see and we can read what's in the catalog for ourselves. So today, I'm just going to quickly go through a few of the things that caught my eye, give my reasons on why I'm not or I am ordering them, and then we'll talk about what's to be expected here in the channel in the near future. So let's start with the big item in the catalog, and although it's not the biggest train per se, it is the most highly anticipated, and that would be the return of the scale Lionel Legacy Berks. Of course, they're doing the Polar Express, they're doing Pierre Marquette 1225, they're doing Nickel Plate Road 765, couple other nickel plate ones in purple and blue Berk for the Polar Express. And I don't plan on ordering them. I know that the guys who really wanted one are very excited, but I think it's kind of a waste of money to spend $2,500 to $3,000 on a train that you really only run once a month. And I already have a Berk in the road name I want, my Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Berk. So, you know, I don't really need another Berkshire. The next item that caught my eye are the CSX Heritage units, the ES44s. Now, I've seen the B&O one and the Conrail one in person. I love both of them, but personally, I'm going to be waiting for Atlas to release it with Proto Sounds 3. And that's simply because a few years ago, I made the decision that I wanted all of my modern diesels to be Proto Sounds 3 so I can run them all together. Yeah, I theoretically could get a non-powered Lionel one, but Lionel has never gotten the blue for CSX correct, and I don't think they're going to start with this run of trains. So I'll be patient, I'll wait for the Atlas one, and it's supposedly CSX is doing a Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Heritage unit, which hasn't been released yet as of the time of filming this video. So, and I'm probably just going to wait for that one instead of ordering any of the ones that CSX has already announced. And then a couple of the freight cars that caught my attention. I love the new wood-sided passenger cars with the vestibules. None of them really fancy my interest, but they're super cool. Can't wait to see them in person, hopefully one day. As well as the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac PS1 Freight Sounds boxcar. I already have 2 Freight Sounds boxcar. I don't really feel like I need a third, and at that price tag sitting at $210 MSRP, I think I can sit out this one. And last but not least, of things that I like, but I probably won't pre-order, is the Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis milk car. Really cool design on this one, but I don't need any more rolling stock. I already have too much rolling stock as it is. So that leads us to, RJ, what are you actually going to order from this catalog? You've been sitting here talking about the things that you like, and we know you're not going to order them. Like 98% of people who do catalog reviews, they say they're interested in something and they end up not buying it. So I am going to pre-order, and I've been going back and forth on this, but I think I'm going to pull the trigger, and I am going to be ordering the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac H7, which will be the first true articulated steam locomotive to join the collection. Now, I'm the one who actually brought the RF&P H7 to Ryan's attention, so I feel like it's kind of my fault that it's being made. And I'm not a huge fan of articulated steam locomotives, mainly because the railroads I enjoy, like the Long Island and Amtrak, didn't have articulated steam locomotives. So here's one of my favorite railroads, the RF&P, and they owned this one articulated steam locomotive for yard duty. And I feel like if there's ever going to be an articulated steam locomotive that I would enjoy owning in my collection, it's going to be this one. So might as well order it and not regret ordering it. So I've already placed my order with Trainworld, and Trainworld has excellent pricing on the brand new Lionel catalog. So make sure to go check out their website. It's where I'm placing my pre-orders, and that's where you should too. And that wraps it up for the catalog review portion of this video. It's 5 minutes or 6 minutes or however long this is of me ranting, and that's all these catalog review videos should be. You don't need somebody walking you through 300 pages of Lionel trains. Anyways, let's now dive into plans for the channel in the upcoming year. And now that we've got the boring catalog talk out of the way, let's discuss what you could see here on RJ's Trains, hopefully in the year 2024. You know, as I stated earlier, I'm here in my apartment in Washington, D.C., and this is where I live 90% of the time. So when I'm, you know, when you see videos from my layout, that's one of the few occasions I'm actually able to go home throughout the year. You know, I have a job and a life here in DC, and the layout is 5-6 hours away in New York. So, you know, going and running trains is not the easiest thing for me to do. Like, for example, I just got in this beautiful MTH Shea, the Western Maryland one. It's mid-January as I'm recording this, and I'm not going to be able to run this engine until mid-March. So it's going to sit up on the shelf and look very nice in my apartment for the next 2 months. But I'm not going to be able to like run it and film videos. So what am I going to do in the meantime? Well, I hope to start filming more, like going to more vlog style videos, going to the train stores and stuff like that. You know, and my ultimate goal is to be able to upload 1 video a month for the year. That's 12 videos. And 12 videos a year is a lot for someone who's only at the layout for maybe 25 days a year. So, you know, it'd be about the equivalent to someone who lives at home with their layout uploading 150 videos, 170 videos in a year. You know, that's about what 12 is equal to me. So yes, I definitely want to do some more vlog style videos, like going to York, going to train shows. So be on the lookout for that. So also, you know, the Shea here is my first new train of 2024. But what other locomotives can you look forward to seeing here on the channel in the near future, in the year 2024? So the next locomotive that I expect to arrive is the Atlas CSX ES44, ironically, the Spirit of Western Maryland. I'm super excited for that one because it's going to be my first modern CSX diesel, actually my first CSX diesel in general. And when I was in college, I saw a lot of CSX diesels when I used to go rail fanning so I could get some fresh air. So very excited to get that one in my collection. Next after that, although it isn't a locomotive, it costs more than any locomotive or train set I've ever purchased, and that is a bunch of Amtrak Golden Gate Depot passenger cars, more specifically 4 Superliners and 3 Viewliners to create a variety of different Amtrak trains. And those are going to be awesome. They're brass, they're extremely detailed. Those should get here around April, May of this year, and I'm definitely going to be making videos on those because chances are once they go on the layout, I'm going to have a hard time taking them off the layout. Then after that, sometime late spring, early summer, we should have the Lionel Legacy RF&P F19, another locomotive I'm kind of responsible for being made. And that's going to be a great engine with a blue boiler, but not Russian iron. And I'm really, really excited to get that one in. So I'm going to be making a video as soon as I get that one, even if I have to drive home the next day and leave everybody here in DC. Then also arriving next year, maybe, is a MTH DNH PA Alco to go with a set of Lionel passenger cars I have, but I don't have an engine to run them with. So that should be arriving. And the RF&P H7 should arrive by the end of the year. So that's probably how we'll close off the year. Now for me in my personal life, 2024 is going to be a crazy year. There's a good chance that I will be moving from my apartment here in DC that I've been living in for over 3.5 years at this point, and moving to somewhere far from here. Work is getting increasingly more busy day by day and with more responsibility. And I'm also planning a big trip to Europe and spending a couple of weeks in Europe this summer. So I'm going to be going all over the place, and I hope to bring you guys along with me for the journey. And that's all that's planned for RJ's Trains here in 2024. If you can hear Maple growling in the background, it's because it's her dinner time and she wants me to stop filming this ridiculous video. So without any further ado, I'm RJ's Trains. Thank you very much for watching the video, and let me know down in the comments, what are you ordering from the Lionel catalog? And enjoy all these bloopers of Maple just ruining this video. Cards that caught my attention. One, Maple's got a drink. You like, but you're not going to buy like people out there. So then that leads us to RJ. Well, what are you actually going to order? Maple is just being a hurricane right now. So that leads us to RJ. What are you actually going to? Maple, what are you doing? She's playing with the treat that I gave her to. Okay. Videos for someone who doesn't